Welcome to my channel, dear viewers. Get ready to explore haunted places, reveal cursed objects that hide a sinister past, and uncover the mysteries behind the most ruthless murders. We'll dive into the depths of the darkest stories, exposing hidden truths and confronting the unknown. So, hold on tight as I guide you through the veil between reality and the supernatural, light and darkness, dream and nightmare. This is Chronicles of Darkness, and now let's begin. Located in the picturesque town of Estes Park, Colorado, the Stanley Hotel is known to be a place that evokes not only curiosity but also unease. Besides being famous for its historic beauty and charming atmosphere, the hotel has over the years accumulated a series of stories and legends that surround it. One of the first things that might strike you when you arrive at the Stanley Hotel is its aura of mystery. It's said that this hotel is one of the most haunted places in America, with numerous accounts from guests and employees who have reported paranormal experiences. Mysterious voices are heard in empty hallways, laughter and sounds of children playing even when no one is around. These are just some of the paranormal activities that have startled guests over the years. Among the spectral figures said to roam the hotel, the one that stands out is Flora Stanley, the wife of the hotel's founder. Many claim to have seen her spirit wandering the hallways of the establishment, especially in the main hall, where you can often hear eerie notes from the piano in the dead of the night. But that's not all. Room 217 of the hotel deserves a special mention. This room is considered one of the most haunted in the entire building. It's said that even the writer Stephen King stayed here and that his experience contributed to inspiring his famous novel The Shining. To add an extra touch of strangeness, the Stanley Hotel also hosts a pet cemetery in its gardens. Some believe that the energy of the buried pets might contribute to creating the unsettling atmosphere that lingers within the structure. Many of these stories, unfortunately, cannot be proven, yet it's undeniable that the hotel has acquired over the years an aura of mystery and unease that continues to captivate and frighten those who visit it. Imagine finding yourself in the warm August of 1977, in the United States, precisely at Ohio University. In those days, the Big Ear radio telescope was scanning the night sky with hopes of capturing mysterious signals originating from deep space, far away. Then, suddenly, something extraordinary happens. On August 15th, while researchers were attentively monitoring their instruments, a radio signal was detected. Not just any signal, but a signal so powerful and unexplainable that the young researcher who noticed it couldn't help but write "wow" next to the printout. That's where the name comes from, the wow signal. And what made this signal so exceptional? First and foremost, its intensity. It was as if someone had lit a torch in the heart of the universe and aimed it directly at Earth. And then there was the frequency, 1420 megahertz. A number that might not mean much to you, but it's actually the natural emission frequency of hydrogen, the most common chemical element in the universe. This fact fueled further speculation, raising the question, could it be some form of biological signal? But the most intriguing aspect was its origin. The signal seemed to come from seemingly empty space, without a bright star or recognizable celestial object nearby. And here's where the allure of the mystery comes into play. Scientists searched high and low and examined every possible explanation, but they never managed to identify the exact source of this fascinating signal. Hypotheses have varied over the years. Some suggested it could be caused by comets or asteroids emitting radio signals. Others hypothesized terrestrial interference or poorly understood natural phenomena. But there's always been one hypothesis that captured the imagination of many. Could it be a signal from an advanced extraterrestrial civilization? A message coming from far away, a hint of intelligence beyond our borders? Despite thorough investigations and speculations, the wow signal remains one of the great enigmas of space research. While stars shine in the darkness of infinity, this signal has left a luminous trace in the human imagination, fueling our thirst for knowledge and curiosity about what might lie beyond the stars. And so, the search continues, with eyes turned toward the sky, awaiting the next wow that could unveil the hidden secrets within the folds of space and time. If you navigate through the picturesque Venice Lagoon, you can glimpse in the distance the dark silhouette of Poveglia Island. If it could speak, this patch of land would have chilling stories to tell. First and foremost, it's important to know the island's history. During the terror of the Black Plague in the 14th century, Poveglia became a veritable cremation field. Infected victims were isolated, and their bodies were burned, leaving an aura of death and suffering in the air. But the unsettling events don't stop there. In the 19th century, the island was transformed into a psychiatric hospital, adding a new dark chapter to its history. Accounts of cruel treatments and abuses of patients feed the grim atmosphere that surrounds the island. Visitors who have dared to approach report strange and inexplicable sensations when setting foot on Poveglia. The air seems charged with negative energy, and it's not uncommon to hear unsettling noises or even catch glimpses of spectral apparitions. Some even claim to have heard the suffering voices of the psychiatric hospital's patients, as if their cries were trapped in the island's very soil. Today, Poveglia Island is off-limits to the public, and access is tightly restricted. However, over the years, a few brave souls have been allowed to explore this eerie place through special guided tours. The entertainment world has also taken an interest in Poveglia. In 2009, the famous TV show Ghost Adventures dedicated an episode to the island, further amplifying its ghostly legends. In essence, Poveglia Island represents a crossroads of dark and sinister stories. Plague epidemics, the cremation field, the psychiatric hospital, and alleged paranormal activities intertwine to create a tapestry of terror and mystery. Even though the island's gates remain closed to much of the public, its unsettling reputation continues to exert a dark allure for supernatural enthusiasts. Now let's go back in time, to the vibrant and mysterious atmosphere of 1920s Düsseldorf, in Germany. Amidst this fascinating city, a dark shadow is casting panic over the entire community with a series of quite bewildering events. His name is Peter Kürten. Dubbed the Vampire of Düsseldorf, Kürten became sadly famous for a series of serious crimes that caused great concern and fear throughout the community. It was a sequence of violent acts, sometimes accompanied by inappropriate sexual behavior, targeting both adults and minors, leading to the tragic loss of 9 human lives. These acts of extreme cruelty were complex to understand at their roots, but it seemed that his childhood, marked by traumas, could offer a possible explanation for his descent into a dark world. What made the case even more complicated was his thirst for attention. Kürten sent enigmatic letters to authorities and the media, providing gruesome details of his crimes, and inciting a sense of uncertainty and terror in the city. These communications fueled collective fear, causing people to wonder who this enigmatic man truly was. His capture, in the end, put an end to his series of terrifying acts. In 1931, Kürten was arrested and brought to justice. He was found guilty, and his punishment was the guillotine. Even at this stage, he displayed a strange and unsettling interest. He had a morbid curiosity about the apparatus, even requesting to see it up close before the execution. The story of Peter Kürten sheds light on the complexity of the human mind and how traumatic events can shape an individual's actions. Although his story is disturbing, it prompts us to reflect on the darkness that can reside in specific individuals and compels us to seek a deeper understanding of the underlying causes of such behaviors. Imagine traveling into the heart of Cameroon, in Africa, to a region of breathtaking natural beauty. Majestic mountains surround a hidden gem, Lake Nyos. Its calm and crystalline waters seem to promise tranquility and peace, but beneath their surface lies a dark secret that will shatter this idyllic image. It was the year 1986, and what was about to happen would disrupt life in the surrounding communities, and leave an indelible scar on the landscape. On August 21st of that year, Lake Nyos confronted us with a terrible surprise. In an instant, a massive amount of carbon dioxide, an odorless and invisible gas, was suddenly released from the depths of the lake, It was as if nature exhaled a deadly breath. The cloud of carbon dioxide, denser than the surrounding air, began to creep down the slopes of the surrounding mountains. It was as if a ghostly shroud was descending upon the land, bringing death with it. People had no chance. Asphyxiation struck them suddenly. Some fell lifeless, while others lost consciousness in an instant. The scene was surreal and horrifying, turning a tranquil landscape into a field of tragedy. The catastrophe spared not even the animals. Birds fell from the sky, and livestock was overtaken by an eternal slumber. The valleys that encircled the lake became graves for thousands of creatures, and silence reigned where life once thrived. After the tragedy, local communities and experts set to work trying to understand what had occurred. It was discovered that carbon dioxide had built up in the lake over the years, emanating from underground volcanic activity. On that fateful day, something triggered a chain reaction, causing the lake to explode in a deadly discharge of gas. Since then, measures have been adopted to prevent future similar disasters. Plans have been proposed to gradually release carbon dioxide in a safe manner, avoiding dangerous buildup. Scientists have sought ways to ventilate the lake waters, disrupting the perilous equilibrium that had led to the tragedy. The Lake Nyos catastrophe is a somber reminder of how powerful and unpredictable nature can be. It reminds us that even the most peaceful places can conceal deadly dangers. But it has also taught us the importance of understanding and respecting the natural world around us, and working together to protect vulnerable communities from the hidden forces of the earth. If you've reached it so far in the video, thank you. I hope you found this content interesting. If so, don't forget to leave a like and comment. If you want to stay updated on my upcoming videos, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Catch you later.